Zelensky to oust Ukraine's top general amid tension over new mobilization. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told his top commander, General Valery Zaluzhny, that he was firing him in a meeting on Monday, according to a senior official familiar with the conversation. A disruptive military shakeup amid Ukraine's struggles on the battlefield and after months of friction between the president and the popular general. Zaluzhny remains in his post for now, but a formal presidential decree is expected to confirm his ousting nearly 2 years into Russia's invasion and as Moscow's forces appear to be gaining the strategic initiative on some parts of the front. On Monday, Zelensky's spokesman, Serhiy Nykyforov, denied that Zaluzhny had been fired. There is no subject of conversation, Nykyforov told reporters. There is no order. The president did not dismiss the commander-in-chief. Nykyforov on Wednesday did not immediately reply to messages from the Washington Post seeking any updated comment. A highly anticipated counteroffensive, using soldiers trained by NATO allies and with Western weapons and equipment, reclaimed little territory, falling far short of expectations. Zaluzhny and his American counterparts disagreed sharply over tactics, and the Ukrainian commander ultimately ignored U.S. advice to concentrate his forces, which he believed could have led to far higher casualties. In their conversation Monday, Zelensky told Zaluzhny that Ukrainians have grown tired of war and that the country's international backers have also slowed military assistance, so perhaps a new commander would rejuvenate the situation. The person familiar with their conversation said. Two individuals spoke about the meeting on the condition of anonymity to be candid about the highly sensitive situation with unpredictable implications for the war and Ukraine's security. Senior members of Zaluzhny's staff are also expected to be removed, one person said. In Monday's meeting, differences between the two boiled over because of disagreement about how many soldiers Ukraine needs to mobilize this year, according to the two people familiar with the exchange. Zaluzhny proposed mobilizing close to 500,000 troops, a figure Zelensky viewed as impractical given the scarcity of uniforms, guns and training facilities and potential challenges related to recruitment, the people said. Zelensky has also publicly said that Ukraine lacks the funds to pay so many new conscripts. Zaluzhny countered that Ukraine is already short of forces due to mounting casualties and needs to match 400,000 new soldiers that Russia plans to mobilize, one person familiar with the conversation said. It was not immediately clear who will replace the 50-year-old Zaluzhny. One leading candidate is Ukraine's head of military intelligence, 38-year-old Lieutenant General Kirill Budanov, potentially signaling a move toward asymmetric tactics in a war where the front lines have seen little change in more than a year. But Budanov, with a background in special forces, does not have experience as an army commander. Another option is Colonel General Alexander Syrsky, the commander of Ukraine's ground forces, who was credited with leading the defense of Kyiv in the first month of the war and then orchestrating a successful counteroffensive in the northeastern Kharkiv region in fall 2022. Zaluzhny was offered another post but declined and plans to retire from the military, according to the senior official. Reached by the Post, Zaluzhny declined to comment. For now, he remains in the top job, and the formal order dismissing him could be delayed. Last year, the head of Zelensky's faction in parliament announced that Alexei Reznikov, then the defense minister, would be ousted, but Reznikov stayed in the post for months before being removed.